So in the reboot, the original Spock goes back through time, which leads the bad to destroy his own planet because of the actions that he's done. Yeah, escaping that Spock, destroying their own planet, pretty much. Which makes the first movie more of an option.
To challenge a vast, living machine of destruction.
Star Trek, the motion picture.
Yeah, I choose to go with that option. Wait, but there's another timeline where they have to go back in time to save a bunch of hung-back whales to stop an invasion on Earth. That's one timeline. There's another timeline where John Lee Picard and Captain Kirk are in Generations. That's another possible timeline that was disrupted. And then there's another timeline with First Contact, possibly destroying the end of the world. So, yeah, so there's possibly like hundreds and thousands of different types of Star Trek realities and parallel worlds. Yeah, and people bitching about Doctor Who being all complex. Star Trek.
Commander Khan sent me here because you're asking too many questions with the franchise's timeline. Now you must die.
Yeah, I don't think so. Doctor Who town, motherfucker. But I do fancy Star Trek. As you really would. So before I watch Into Darkness later on this week, I figured, hey, I will review the first movie, the 2009 reboot, Star Trek. So back in 2009, J.J. Abrams brought back one of the most beloved sci-fi shows of all time, back to the big screen, where it belongs, of course. After the huge success of the TV show Lost, Cloverfield and Mission Impossible, one of his first feature film debuts, he was the perfect man for the job. But even more daring than that, he was going to do a prequel reboot, which is very high expectations, and you know, this is something of a risk game here and there, you know, changing the origins of the actual beloved characters, Captain Kirk, and the actual Spock and the entire crew. You know, it's a big decision to make, and if you screw it up, you're going to get some very pissed off fans. Luckily, I think it's safe to say this film delivers massively, and perfectly honest, this is one of my favourite films, sci-fi films, I think definitely within the past 10 years. Really, really well done. Absolutely love this movie. I watched it at the cinemas when it first released, loved it then, and I still enjoy it today. I really hope the second one delivers the same way. So starting off as Captain James Kirk's origins and how he joined the Starfleet Federation and how he met certain key characters from the original TV show. Of course, it's set within a different timeline, with the original Spock coming through, changing the origins of all the characters. And when a bunch of future Romulans come to seek revenge, they create these black holes that destroy planets. Now the storyline for me I thought was fantastic. I really enjoyed this movie, and I felt the way it was delivered on screen and the script writing was done really, really well. It did everything I wanted to see within a Star Trek movie. It had comedy, it had drama, it had action, it had beautiful special effects, it had some really interesting mythology. I really liked the kind of the time travel type element of it, the idea of like, a different kind of parallel world, a different reality. Things have already changed, the version that we thought is going to enter in a very different way, and it's kind of relating to the second one, also Into Darkness. Something like this, especially a prequel reboot, is a bit daring. I bet a lot of people going, ooh, I don't know, if they screw it up, big time, going to piss off a lot of people, but luckily they delivered a fantastic, well done 2-hour epic. That's just a blast from start to finish. Really, really well done. I really enjoyed everything about this movie. It was just great. The casting was spot on. I'm not a huge fan of Chris Pine's work, but the movies that he has done, especially Captain Kirk, I felt was just perfect for the character. Being that he's kind of like that smug arrogance, but I like his character in it because even though he's got that kind of that kind of rebel type feel to it, he is an intelligent character, and he gives that kind of charm to into that version of, you know, Captain Kirk, in a sense where, like, when he's serious, but when he's, you know, pissing about, you know, comedy and all that type of stuff, or joking around, then he will joke. But there is some really well done drama moments. There's some really fantastic dialogue, especially between, you know, Kirk and Spock. Some pretty, you know, neck and neck kind of moments, which is great, really well done. But it's also a character movie also, so that's from the origins of, you know, Kirk, you know, with his father on the opening of the movie, and it leads into the movie, of course, when he becomes, you know, the captain of the Enterprise, and it's just really fantastic, really well done. And you also get to see the origins of the other characters like Spock and Sulu and Scotty and all these other great characters, and you know, really well portrayed, really fantastic actors, really gifted actors that do a really good version of each one. I think they've just done really well, and they actually really kick ass, especially one or two of them, which we just didn't think you would. The action scenes in this movie are absolutely fantastic, really beautiful, open, kind of outer space type feel. The special effects are at the top of its game. Absolutely brilliant, some of the best kind of CGI graphics I've ever seen. It's a mix between kind of practical and you know, special effects, but it's done really well. This is how you do a proper kind of groundbreaking special effects, but keeping a practical side to it at the same time. It's a good mix of both, you know. It's kind of a tribute to the original TV series and aspects of it, but really beautiful, really crisp kind of looking shots, really fantastic cinematography, really fantastic. The soundtrack also is amazing. I love the little sounds, especially the laser guns and the beams up and the spaceship and all this little tiny sounds that make the movie so fantastic. The scoring for this movie is really well done also. You get some really fantastic, you know, drama moments, you get some really great kind of epic scale, you know, action moments, you know, sacrifice moments, some really good tension building scenes also. So there's a lot of different elements in this movie. The casting was spot on. They picked each actor really well to portray each version of from the original TV show. Especially like Spock, I think Zachary Quinn, if I've said his name wrong. He's from Heroes, one of my favourite actors. I loved Heroes when I was watching at the time, and when I found out he was in Star Trek, thinking, holy fuck, great choice, absolutely fantastic. And just go from a kind of a superhero serial killer to one of the most beloved characters in, you know, history, Spock. Great, he did a great job, and I think he's an extremely underrated actor, and I think he deserves more work. Chris Pine's a perfect choice, like I said previously, to play Captain Kirk. Simon Pegg as Scotty, of course, great choice. I love his humour in the movie, and I hope they use him more in the second one. That's one of my small complaints. I don't think they used him massively. He wasn't into the second half of the movie, but he did have some pretty good scenes in it, but I'm hoping he gets some really good action scenes also in it, so looking forward to that. The rest of the cast also really fantastic. Of course, you got Leonard Nimoy in it, as for the original Spock, which is great to have a tribute actor from the original movies, from the original TV show, you know, passing his thumbs up to the reboot. And even though he's retired, he's more than welcome to come back. He's in the second one also. I think he's one of those actors that he will go on a project if he loves it and if it's deeply respected, and everyone loves Leonard Nimoy. Overall, the film was fantastic. It did everything I wanted to see within a Star Trek movie. It had comedy, it had action, it had drama. It had some fantastic, beautiful cinematography. It had some great comedy moments in it. It had action, it had everything I wanted to see within a Star Trek movie. It is a great example of a reboot. That's how it should be done, by great writers, great directors, some fantastic, you know, actors also, and some top of the line special effects. You know, it makes it all matter. Also, I recommend to check out the Blu-ray also. The Blu-ray is absolutely fantastic. It's definitely one of my top 10 Blu-rays. Looks amazing. Of course, with sci-fi movies usually do, but the special effects in this blows the water away from DVD for sure. So go and check out the Blu-ray if you haven't already got it. So that's been my review for Star Trek Reboot. I hope you enjoyed watching this review. Have you seen the movie? What did you think? Are you looking forward to Star Trek Into Darkness? Have you seen it? What did you think of that movie? I'll be doing a review for that movie very soon, later this week, so keep an eye for that. See me tomorrow, TV. Signing out.